Welcome, beautiful yogis. So glad you're here. And today our practice will focus on opening a fearless heart. So we get strong in the body, really feel our body, feel our strength, do some breathing, and just empower ourselves. So, you ready? Come on and sit tall. And we will start with a particular breath practice. It's a very grounding practice. It's called the square breath. And let's go for a 6-count square. So that means your inhale would be for 6 counts, the hold for 6, the exhale for 6, and then that hold for 6. So if that feels too much for you, then you can do it a little smaller square. Good. Let's take a deep nose breath in. Hold a moment and blow the breath away. And again, a nose breath in. And blow it away. And one more time, deeply in. And blow this breath away completely, smoothly. We continue now with the square breath, inhaling 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold your breath. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The exhale. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There is retention, no breath for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Breathing in. Retain your breath. And exhale. Retain the empty. And we go again. Inhalation. Retain the breath. Sit tall. Smoothly out. Stay tall and calm as you hold the breath. Beautiful. Let's do it twice more. Breathing in. Sustain the breath. Exhaling. Hold the empty. Good. We do one more round, please. In. Sustain the breath. And out. Resting on no breath. Lovely. Turn the palms up, thumb to index, sit tall in your natural breath. Feel the effect of that practice. The square breath is a grounding, arriving in the body kind of breath. And now we're going to move into the breath of fire, and we're going to do it in this manner. So we stay seated, we stay tall. Remember, the breath of fire is those short sharp, active exhalations, then the inhale, and we do them quite rapidly. So we'll use this mudra, make a little triangle, and hold it eye level without rounding your spine, and look through that gateway that your hands are making, fully in, fully out, halfway in, and breath of fire. Keep going. Hold the breath out. Deeply in, maintain this mudra. Peering through this window as we retain the breath, sit really tall. Feel energy gathering at your heart, pumping that energy at your heart, just holding it. Now exhale. Inhale again. Hold this breath. Nice. Release the breath. Come back to the palms open, thumb to index mudra. Sit tall, lowered gaze, inward attention. So we are pranifying our bodies with this breath practice. We're coming to the third part of the breath practice, which is a slow, deep inhalation, moving energy upwards. Holding your breath now, contract and release your belly 6 times. Good, and release your breath slowly. Hold empty and do that same contracting, releasing belly 6 or more times. Good, release and breathe in slowly, moving your breath upwards. All the way to full, where we sit tall holding the breath, and those quick navel contractions. Release your breath. Hold empty for those navel contractions. We have one more cycle. Relaxed belly for the slow inhalation. Sitting tall, retain the breath. Pump your belly. And release your breath slowly out. Normal breath, inward attention. All of these breath practices bring us fully into the body, bring energy upwards. Lovely, everyone. Now bring your hands to prayer pose. Sit really tall. Big breath in. Take your arms wide. Lift your heart. And exhale. Bring your palms together, round your back, and bow in a little bit. Inhale, open your heart, spread your arms wide. Exhaling, hands come back together, and bow in. Doing great. So we'll do a couple more of these. This big open heart, this emboldening of our being, brave and strong in this body. Exhaling, we bow into that. And we have one to go. Big open heart, joyful, bold and strong. The exhale brings the hands to prayer pose, to the heart, and we round the back and bow towards the heart. Lovely, everyone. So, well done. We did that pranayam, extended pranayam, to begin our emboldening, strong and brave yoga practice today. So, switch the cross of your legs. Sitting tall, we're just going to make that little circling of the trunk. Nice big circling. Stay connected to breath. Smoothly in and smoothly out now. One more in this direction. And now we'll go the other way. So your entire trunk is moving. You're staying connected with breath. Lovely. The last one. And we come back to the center line, really tall. Great. And let's come now to hands and knees. So hands and knees, tabletop position. We're coming into cow-cat now. And so the inhale, heart forward. And the exhale, tail tucks. Draw your belly in as your chin lowers. Inhale, bring your heart forward. We hold the breath here a moment. And now tuck your tail, begin your exhale, squeeze your belly in, round your spine. Tuck your chin and hold here a moment. Not too long as we flow into the a little pause. Feel your chest broad, open. And then as we exhale, tuck tail, lower chin, actively draw your tummy in. 2 more this way. Nice, everyone. A neutral back, ease your hands, your wrists a moment. Now would you take your right leg out to the right? And so we've got the outer edge of the foot planted. And from this shape, we're going to continue with the same cow-cat. Inhale, exhale, tuck under and round. Getting that same undulation in your spine. Little pauses at each end of the breath as we move into the spinal column. With that extended leg, there's a little bit of inhibition A little bit more difficult to get that tucking under. Last one coming up. Terrific, everyone. Bring your right knee back. And now we're taking that left leg out, same manner. Leg out to the side. Wrists under your shoulders, and now move into your spine. Inhale. Exhale, tuck under, round, looking down. Squeeze internally, little holding moment. And continue on. So at the fullness of breath and the open heart, there's a little moment. And again, as we release the breath and round the spine, we squeeze internally for a little moment. That's 2. We have 3 to go. Well done, everyone. Bring your knee back and come down to your elbows. Palms together and your elbows just out underneath your shoulders. And your butt is high. And we're now going to take the right knee up behind. So straight back and up, lift your chest. And exhale, draw under and round under for 1. You're bringing that knee as far forward as you're able. And 2, inward squeeze. And 1 more. Now we place the right knee next to the left. And it's the left knee's turn, left hip's turn. Lift the heart with your knee high as you can. And tuck in on your exhalation and squeeze inwardly. That's 1. And 2. Again, these little pauses at the end of each end of the breath. 1 to go. Nice, everyone. And your knee comes down. And let's come back to hands and knees, all 4s. And so from here, could you straighten your right leg behind and pin your toes into the mat? Hold steady here. And now raise your left arm and turn your ribs to the left. And have a nice big reach to the zenith point, looking up on inhale. And now it's only the head that turns. On the exhale, look down towards the right hand. Turn your gaze upwards on inhalation and downwards on exhalation. And we'll do it 1 more time. End of breath. Lower your left hand and your right knee and circle out your right wrist a moment. Lovely. Before we do the second side, we've got this little sequence where we raise the right arm, inhale, and dip under. Now we don't have to go all the way down. That's 1. Open to the right. Slide under for 2. And 1 more time. Nice mobility in the upper body. Good, and we come back to 4s. And from 4s, we'll take the left leg straight. Pin the ball of the foot into your mat, power up your leg. And our rotation in the upper body is towards the right. Bring the right arm up to the zenith point, open into your chest. As we hold the shape, look up on the in. And your head turns to look down while exhaling. That's 1. Turning to look up and lower your gaze. And one more time. So only the head's moving. Good, head only. And now the hand and the knee come back down. And ease your left wrist a little. And then we'll do those little dips with the left arm out to the left. And thread under all the way down for 1, coming up again. And you're going as deep as is available today. 2. And one more time. Nice, everyone. Bring your hands now a little forward of your shoulders. We're going for a downward dog. Curl the toes. Are you ready? Coming up off your knees and form that inverted V shape. Walk your legs out. And find your way into this pranifying of your body, the awakening. The stretch brings our attention. It brings the body online. It's very easy to be lost in our thoughts and lost in our phones and lost elsewhere and not in this body. And hello, here it is, feeling good. Nice, come to plank on inhale. Bring your right knee under your right hip and tip your left foot. And we've got the side stretch here. Side kneeling stretch, and that left arm can come up to zenith or next to your ear. Hold this side stretch. Your slow breaths still have just that little pause. Top of inhale, end of exhale, just lengthening the timing of the breath. On the next exhale, just lower your left hand and your left knee. And we're coming down again to forearms, palms together. And this time, let's take the right knee up and pulse it. So the knee just lifts and you'll feel that into your psoas muscle, into your quads, and into your glutes. Lovely. And then bring your right knee down. We'll do the same with the left knee. Bring it up. And pulse it up here. Lovely. Bring your knee down. Come back to hands and knees in downward dog. Catch your breath in downward dog. Know that anytime you need a little break, just take a child's pose. Tail is high in the downward dog. The arms are activated, the legs, the spine. Feel it all as you breathe right into this. On the breath in, come to plank and lower your left knee under your hip and tip your right foot, anchoring the outside of it, and raise your right arm up. We're in this side stretch again. The arm can point to the zenith or it can come next to your ear. Oh, and feel that. Doing great. Current of the stretch activated. Beautiful. And hand and knee come back down. And now let's take a little child's pose. Sit back towards your heels and reach your arms long, taking all weight off the wrists. Pull your tailbone down and your hips back towards sitting on your heels. Heart towards the ground, brow towards the ground. 3 breaths. Nice, come forward. Come to the elbows again and the palms together. Curl your toes this time, take the knees up off the ground for dolphin pose. And tiptoe forward to activate your legs. But listen to your body. If your legs are nowhere near straight, it's better to walk your feet back a bit. And hold this, no weight at all on the crown of your head. Three more slow, deep breaths, accessing our capacity to hold strong. And that said, you have permission to come down any time that you need to. One more lovely deep breath in. We'll hold that a moment. And then ready to exhale, bring your knees down, coming back to child's pose. Widening the knees, sit back. Let's bring the hands near the feet this time, or under your forehead, and soften down. Good. We stay in child's pose, reaching your arms forward, then walk your parallel arms over your right thigh, and your arms are reaching and your trunk is over your right thigh, so that the left side is again getting a stretch. And now walk the other way. Arms reaching over your left thigh and knee, your chest resting close to your thigh, so that your right arm, side ribs, right side of your back get longer. Terrific, everyone. Walk back to center and come to an upright kneeling position. All the way upright now, bringing your hands to clasp at your sacrum, and straighten your elbows behind and lower your chin. Tail is drawn down, long back of the neck. And squeeze the shoulder blades together. Undo the arms, raise them up on the inhale, and then strong in your core as we come down, bring the hands to the mat, all the way to the front, curl your toes and take a downward facing dog. And so let's stay here for 5 slow breaths. Same quality of breath. Good. One lovely big breath in to hold. And then we'll exhale down to the knees to child's pose. Bringing your hands either to support your brow or be near your feet. And soften down. So ease in your shoulders, ease in the wrists. Nice, everyone. Come back to 4s. Walk the knees back a little bit. We come to downward dog, and then we're going to segue into plank pose. Good. Coming into plank, we're going to take a variation of side plank. So lean into your right hand and bring your left foot towards the left, stepping it off the mat. It's slightly turned out. So you've got weight on both feet. Your right heel is going to tip down. So you're on the outer edge of your foot. And now raise your left arm up. 3 breaths. Strong right shoulder and arm, chest. Exhaling, lower your hand, come onto the ball of the right foot, step your left foot back to plank, and lower your knees down, all the way down. We're having a little break here in Sphinx pose. So Sphinx pose, we're on the elbows, we're on the parallel forearms and fingertips. And breathe as your heart lifts and your breath flows. Lovely. Slide your elbows back, put your hands there, curl your toes. You can use your knees to go back to downward dog or straight into plank and up. And back into downward dog, just for a couple of breaths. And then let's come into plank pose. This time is going to be the left arm that's going to be strong. And step your right foot to the right, angle it out, and then angle your back foot out as well, so you're on the outer edge of it. And up comes your right arm. Yeah, variation of side plank. Beautiful, everyone. Come on out, bring your hand down, adjust your back foot through plank, lower down, all the way down, and come again to Sphinx. And we'll breathe. Let the heart rate settle with your long, slow breaths. Lovely. Slide your hands back, curl the toes, either via plank or child's pose. We go back to downward dog. This time, from downward dog, we're going to walk the hands and the feet towards each other, coming to a standing forward bend. All the weight in your feet, knees are parallel. Head completely relaxed, folded arms. Ease in your shoulders. Knees bent, low backs getting a good stretch, no strain anywhere. Lovely. We're going to roll up to stand, or you can walk your hands up your legs and press up to stand. All the way tall, and pause here a moment in the standing mountain pose, Tadasana. Feel your 2 feet on the ground. Feel your tall frame, body filled with prana. Thanks to the breathing and the stronger poses. Lovely. Now you could stay oriented like that. I'm just going to face you as we practice now the breath of joy. So the breath of joy is 3 sniffs in and a mouth exhale. It goes like this. Steady on your feet. this is our last one. Good. And letting your arms come to your side, standing tall. Good. Let's take a wide stance. And this is warrior pose, so turning out your right leg. And left heel is out. Your hips remain in the same orientation. Bend into your right knee and get your lunge established. Great, nice and wide. And the wide arms. And we'll pulse here with the breath. Straighten your leg. Inhale your arms up. Exhale into warrior two. Gaze over your right hands. Inhale, straighten. And exhaling, lunge. One more time. Looking good. And lunge and hang out here. And so really tuning into our capacity to hold a nice standing pose. Legs at work, heart spreading wide and open. And the breath just flowing through. Lovely, everyone. Inhale, straighten your leg, relax your arms, and let's pivot to second side. Again, get your distance, establish your lunge, and here we go from these rooted feet. Inhale, legs straight and arms overhead. Exhale, lunge out. And again. One more, and then we'll hold the shape. Hold steady. Call on your strength. Call on your courage. Beautiful. Straighten up. Relax your arms and bring your feet slightly inwardly rotated as we take now that forward bend. Hands on hips, lift your heart on inhale and let your heart lead as we come forward. Slide your hands down to your ankles today. And then on the inhale, flatten your back, heart comes forward. Exhale, fold closer to your legs. Let's do that twice more, taking the flat back, inhale. Exhale, folding. One more time, flat back. And fold. Now, in keeping this fold, move your fingertips, your arms forward. Wide arms is fine, and pull your hips back. And stretch the back of your legs. Walk your hands closer so they can support you as you walk your feet closer together. Bringing them hips width apart, knees are bent as we roll up to standing. Take a moment here in the standing mountain pose to feel everything. Inward attention. It's one of the gifts of yoga that we are constantly invited into pratyahara. Pratyahara is withdrawing from the outer so that we can practice what the neuroscientists call interoception, awareness of internal states. Nice, with the eyes open again. Inhale your arms forward, and we're going to sit down in chair pose. Exhaling, you can go as deep as you like. To inhale, stand tall again, press the hips forward, and exhale into chair pose. as we did. Straighten up. And chair pose. One more time. This time as we come into chair pose, inhale your arms wide like we did earlier. And exhale, bring your arms forward. Now your legs are staying as they are. Big inhale, open your heart. And exhale the arms forward, level or level with your ears. And we got one to go. This time, straighten your legs, stand tall. And lower the arms next to your sides and feel this. Triangle pose. Moderately wide stance, turning out to your right. And the arms. So this time, the right leg stays straight as we reach over and come on in. And find our side stretch. And feel the big open heart still. That's it. Feel free to bring your up arm closer to your ear. Deepen the side stretch. That's it. Doesn't come forward. And keep rolling your left ribs up. Beautiful, everyone. Big inhale. Come to upright. And relax the arms as we get the legs ready for second side. Root down. Feel the ground. Feel the width. And then reach into the tilt. And see how far this leg wants to. Support this pose. Be present. And feel free to bring your up arm next to your head. Breathing here. Good. Ground to inhale up. And relax your arms and walk your feet together again. Find stability and tall. Great. Face again the short end of your mat, near the top of it. Prayer pose, hands. As we now inhale the arms wide and up and take a forward bend. Hands to shin bones. Come to a halfway up, breathe in. And exhale, take downward facing dog. From downward dog, let's take the left leg up behind and aim your left foot between your hands. Pivot your right heel down and put some weight into the back leg, and we're coming upright. So you could walk up that left thigh as you stabilize, or sweep up and reach your arms up. Your forward knee could be as deep as you like. Just listen to your body. A deeper lunge, stronger legs. Great. Can you bring your hands to clasp at your low back or hands on hips? Lift your heart, inhale, come forward. The legs stay. We're just coming forward for one. Steady legs as we come up again. Raise the heart for two. And we'll do it one more time. Come on up. And come forward. Good. Stay forward. Undo your hands. Sweep them forward next to your head. And then exhale, hands to the mat. And step back to downward dog. Take that left leg high up. way high. And then bring your left foot down, back to downward dog. And be here. Great. It's the right leg now. Take it up behind. And exhale, step your right foot through. Powering up your leg, back heel is down. And come on up to stand in this Warrior Two stance. Nice and strong. Raise the arms. Great. Now hands clasp behind your back. Lift your heart, inhale, and come forward. I'll be watching you. My knee is not like this today. So 1, coming up again, inhale, up. And 2, come forward, far as you can. Terrific. Good. And 1 more time. Lift your heart. Exhale forward. We stay forward. Bring the arms forward. And then lower your hands all the way to the mat and make your way to downward dog. Letting that right leg now lift up behind and stretch out. And lower your right foot. Good. And walk your feet back a little bit. Make your way to plank. Come all the way down onto your belly. And we're coming down into Sphinx pose again to breathe here. Sphinx pose, lovely heart opening shape. Doesn't take too much to do. Legs are active and the breath is flowing. Feel free to stay here. Some of you might reach your arms back next to your sides and lift your chest without the weight of the arms supporting. And then raise both legs. That's a possibility. Feel free to do that or stay in your Sphinx. One more breath in, and then pile your hands up on top of one another, and we'll have a little rest here. Soften your whole back. Relax your shoulders, legs, and buttocks. Nice. Now bring your right arm out to the right. We're going to roll onto that arm and onto your right hip. So you use your left hand to roll, knees and bent. And this is an opening into your right shoulder. If you have a very unstable shoulder, be careful of this one. And otherwise, just roll onto it so that that right upper chest and shoulder area gets a good stretch. Good. Please roll back onto your tummy. As we take second side now, the left arm is out from your shoulder, all the way extended. Roll onto that shoulder and hip. And be here a few breaths. Nice, everyone. Come back onto your belly. Bring your palms together. Curl your toes under. And we're going to now take the hips up. So let's do this. Place the palms flat. You've got the power of your forearms, the power of your core and legs, and raise your hips up and come here into forearm plank. So we're going to challenge our endurance a little bit here. Know that any time you need to come down, you can do that. But otherwise, stay here to breathe. Strong in the core, fired up legs. Legs must work. Tail is drawn under, belly is zippered up. And if you can, there'll be 3 more breaths. And when you're ready, you'll just come down and make that pillow and completely take rest. In your own timing, find your way to deep ease and release. To know that you can stay here in this lovely, relaxing, forward-facing prone position. Or we could do that sequence again, the way we did it. Forearms on the mat, parallel, curl your toes. Fired up legs, lift your hips up, and straighten your legs. Hold steady. So now the crown of the head goes forward, and your heels are pushing back. And there's a lot of charge right through your body. Building that strength, endurance, emboldening yourself here, finding your fearless, strong self best you can. And we can smile too if we really need a rest now, which is perfectly fine. Stay for 3 more breaths or come on down and take a rest. Nice, everyone. We're going to flip over onto our backs right here. All the way onto your back and hug your knees in. Just draw both knees in towards your chest, holding your hands on your knees. Circle them together. And we'll circle the knees the other way. Nice, everyone. So now, arms are out wide. Your feet come to the edges of the mat. The knees are still bent. And you've just got a lovely spacious upper back and heart. And the parallel feet that touch the outer edges of the mat tip now. Both tip towards your right. And your head rolls left. Inhale, head and knees come back to center. And knees left as your head rolls right. Stay with this. So the next time that your knees roll to the left, roll your left arm open, palm open, shoulder back. And as you come back up with the knees, we're going to roll the left palm down and the right palm arm open. And so we're just adding a little shoulder mobility. As we go to the left, roll your left arm open, head right. And as the knees go towards the right, roll your right arm open and look left. That shoulder has come down and the palm down. One more each side. Hips, knees are rolling, and arms and shoulders are rolling too, as is the head. Good. We come back to center. Parallel feet with the hands near the feet. And we have parallel feet, tucked tail. Hands pressing down close to the body, long straight arms and shoulders down. Peel your hips up for bridge pose. Steady feet and knees, and stay here to breathe. Let's activate the arms as well, so the feet are pressing down. Hands would hold the edges of the mat or hold each other underneath your back. And the vigorous arms and the vigorous feet create grounding. And your breath opens the heart space and builds this emboldenment, this fearless capacity that we all have, and is lovely to call on, to evoke, to bring it in, to speak it into reality. One more breath. Holding the pose for the next full breath in to hold. Palms flat down, lower onto your arms and straighten your legs. Good, so we've got very straight legs. Feel your body straight and long, and then just take your right leg a little bit up off the floor and lower it down. The legs are active, stretching. Left leg rises up and lowers down. Let's see if we can do both at the same time. Lift your both legs up and back down. Keep your legs invigorated. This time it's the left leg. Lift up and down. And the right leg lifts up and down. And now we take the both legs up and back down. We've got one more set. Have courage. One more. Right leg lifts up and lowers. And the left leg and lower. Now take your both legs up and lower your legs. Let them relax. Unpin your arms and release your limbs a little wider. Soften into them. Take a nose inhalation and blow that breath to your right. So head turns to the right, blow the breath slowly away. Relax, relax, relax. Nose breathes in to head to center. And again, that blowing away, releasing breath, rolling to your left. And back to center. Lovely, and the knees bend. Feet flat. Tuck your tail. Let's bring the left ankle to lie across the right thigh, holding the right thigh for thread the needle. Bring everything in close. Feel your breathing. We can start to slow the breath down now. Our last exhalation here. We're going to bring the left leg closer to the right leg. So cross your thighs. And now bring your shin bones close together. You might wrap them. And bring your hands to cup your head. On the breath in, your legs stretch away. And as you exhale them in, curl up, bring your chest, your head, your elbows towards the knees, and bring it back down on inhale. Curl up, exhale. Stay with this. One more, please. Rest your head, unwind the legs, and take a little rest here. This time knees lean in and feet are wide, hands on your belly. Soft, slow breaths. Lovely. Parallel your feet. Outer right ankle on your left thigh for thread the needle, holding your left thigh close to your body. Remember that right knee needs to stay out wide to the right. And we feel right into the body with the slow breathing. Terrific, everyone. Now we wrap the right thigh over the left. Bring your shin bones close together or wrap your foot around the ankle. Hold your head. Little curl-ups. On the exhale, curl up. Knees to chest, chest to knees. 4 to go. As you complete that last one, undo your legs. Come on down. Lie on your back a moment, either knees bent or legs straight. And now grab one of your blocks, a low block, place it under your sacrum so that we have support, like supported bridge, which you can bring your arms in close, open into the chest, and you might choose to bring your legs up into the air. And rest here in your conscious breath. Nice. Bend the knees, put the feet back on the mat. Remove the block and lower right down at the midline. And rest a moment. All the muscles release. Invite you to let your limbs relax. Before we go into deep relaxation, I have a particular breath pattern here for you today, and that is 2 sniffs in and blowing the breath away. So you can put your hand on your belly and the other hand on your chest, and it goes. So the first sniff is belly, then chest, and blow it away. Belly, chest, blow it away. So we're going to do this for another 5 or 6 times. twice more. Belly, chest. Blow the breath away. Good. Now, deeply and fully in. Breathe in, breathe in, breathe in. We're going to hold this full breath. Your body is relaxed. You might tuck your chin slightly, fully relaxed body, but hold your breath fully in. Feel your strength, your endurance as we continue to hold this breath. And now, release the breath all the way out and soften your body completely. And the natural breath. Natural breath flowing through you. So feel free to stay exactly here or grab the props that you like for final relaxation and set those up. Perhaps a bolster, perhaps a pillow blankie, perhaps a warmth over your body. And from here, we let go all the emboldenment, all the strengthening, and we completely release into final relaxation. Drop deep into your own inner state of ease. Sense and feel your breath. Know that you can stay exactly as you are in the relaxed place. Know also that you have all the resources of strength and energy to face and deal with what your life brings you. If you're ready to come out, wiggle your fingers, your toes, and lie on your side a moment, and just drench yourself in gratitude. And as you're ready, come on up to sit. Sitting really tall, and a big sweep of the arms, embrace your life, and bow to your heart. Namaste, beautiful yogis.